Greetings, Roots Reggae have masses.
Strictly roots, culture, love. I'm an Akeem, say keep it locked right here.
Bless up, everybody. It's Melody Mondays. Happy New Year. Top of the year to everybody. How are you feeling? We're going live with Akeem tonight. Yes. I'm Shayna McCullough. You're tuned into Roots Reggae Hub. Bless up, everybody joining us tonight. Bless up, everybody. Share the link. How are you feeling? Let me know how 2023 has been treating you. Hopefully everything is blessed on your end, wherever you are in the world. We're waiting for Akeem to join us. The love you knew is now forgotten. Trapped in this superficial space. I see your heart, I know it's broken. You've had a lifetime filled with pain. Such a beautiful song. Bless up, everybody. How are you feeling? It's 2023. And we're back here, Melody Mondays. I took a little hiatus last week for business affairs, of course. I have had a great start to my new year. You know, how are you guys feeling? Let me know. We're tuned in on rootsreggaehub.com. You can listen in on Alexa, Google, rootsreggaehub.com, of course. TuneIn app. There's lots of ways that you can listen. If you are listening on the radio, I suggest you come over and join us on Instagram Live, where you can be involved in the live Q&A, audience Q&A, and and you can get to see what you're listening to, which is a bonus. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat. As I send Akeem an invitation right now and send out a few more invitations for everyone to come join us. I see he's here now, so I'm excited to get started with our reasoning tonight. If you are joining us from another platform, come over to Instagram and join us so you can take in the full vibe tonight. I think I sent him a request. Let me try to send it now. Okay, Akeem, it says you will need the latest version of Instagram to join. This happened to Queen Omega 2 weeks ago. So would you be able to download the latest version of Instagram, and then I can send you a new invite? Because right now it seems like I won't be able to send you one. But if you can download the latest version of Instagram, then we can start our reasoning tonight. I'm so excited to talk to you. Let me know if you can do that in the chat. Queen Omega had the same issue, then she downloaded the latest version, and then we were good to go. But right now I can't send you an invite to join. Well, looks like he's gone to do that now. I'm excited. How's everyone feeling on the radio? Let me just press record here too. We're starting the year with some new shows, new podcasts, new hostess coming. A lot of new things in the works for 2023, which you'll be seeing announcements on our social media. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat. we're everywhere. Big up Life World Music. And yeah, I wanted to pull up on this track really quick while we wait for Akeem. That track I was just playing is called Keep Me Safe, but this is a beautiful track as well. Back to Africa by Akeem. Such a talent. I'm going to play a little bit for you guys. Listen to this. Can't play out the full song here on Instagram. You know the drill.
like coffee. Molly, I'm a hot and Ali. So different now. We used to be more spiritual. So historic things.
Nice, good night.
Big up tutorials. So different now. You only chase money and the physical.
Akeem, I tried to send you an invite and it's saying I can't get you in here because you have to download the latest version of Instagram. Let me know if you did that in the chat because I see you're here now and I can send you a new invite. Try to get you on here so we can reason about life and more. I want to get to know the artist. I like to start at the roots and foundation to get to know everything about Akeem tonight, his family life, his upbringing. I sent the invite. Did you get it? Let me try. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bless up, bless up. How are you? Can you hear me? Akeem, can you hear me? I can't hear you right now. Maybe you're on mute. Let me see. Can you say, you can hear me good, right? Let me know in the chat if you can hear Akeem. If you're joining us, if you're in here now, share the link as well with friends and fam. Bless up everybody tuning in on the radio. Akeem, can you hear me? I can't hear you. I don't know. Oh, there's no audio. So weird. Bless up all my Caribbean people coming into the chat. Drop a flag. Let me know where you're from. Akeem, can you hear me? Greetings. No, they can't hear you. Try the little microphone button, see if that works. Maybe you're on mute. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay in the chat. If my audio is okay for you. And if it's just Akeem right now that you can't hear. Bless up, Neckles, Dappa, Real One. Thanks for joining us.
Greetings. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Excellent.
I'm so happy. Happy New Year.
Happy
Top of the
New
year to everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Same to you, man. Blessed love.
I'm so excited for 2023. There's so much in store. I'm excited to talk to you tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Man,
It looks like you're living your best life.
Trying my best.
Yeah. And I love that you love dogs too. I have a dog as well.
Yes. I love dogs. I love dogs very much.
That melted my heart. I was like, oh, he's so good to his dog. I was like, oh, I have to interview you and get to know you better. So for anyone that might be listening on the radio, because we're also, broadcasting live in 228 countries around the world on rootsreggaehub.com. But anyone who's listening on the radio or joining us here in the live that might not know much about you, King, tonight, tell them in your own words who you are, who Akeem is.
Greetings, everybody. I am Akeem. I am a young Grenadian guy who has a passion for life, a deep burning passion for freedom and love. I think we have one journey through this life. A lot of people believe in reincarnation and all kind of different things. That's fine. But I think when we do get that one chance to go through that journey, even if we're going to be reincarnated later, we should try to soak in every sense in that. I think when the ants get up every day and they move, they contribute. When the bees get up, they contribute. When the birds do something, they contribute. I think everybody has a purpose. And within living, we're supposed to also simultaneously contribute to the betterment of the entire world. And that is just what I'm about.
I love that. You have such a positive message to start off today. I love to start at the roots and foundation and get to know why you are the man you are today, how you came to be this tree, so to speak. So tell me about your childhood growing up, your family. life.
Family life was typical Caribbean life, nothing extraordinary. I think what really shifted my purpose was when I finally had time to break away from family, friends, and external influences. I journeyed to Trinidad and Tobago for 3 years to study electrical engineering, and it's in that time where I'm just away from the parents. You're out of the nest that time, so you really get time to spend time with yourself. You face some decisions like paying bills and organizing your groceries and budgeting monies and these kind of things like that. And I think all those things gave me an opportunity to really dig deep and find out who exactly Akeem is and what exactly he wants to do with himself and his life. So I think just the opportunity to be away from all the external influences was a very necessary part in my journey. And I'm grateful that I experienced that.
I love that. Um, you had the opportunity to sort of grow into yourself while you were traveling and living in Trinidad. And tell me when you realized that you wanted to do music, when that became a passion of yours.
Well, I was in
obviously you went to school.
Yeah. While I was going to school over there, I was living in an area, kind of, as we say, grimy. Yeah, there's gunshots in the nights, all kind of police siren up and down every 5 minutes. So while I was there, I was hanging out with some guys by a bleachers because I live next to a pasture, a playing field. So there was the bleachers there. So we all sitting down there chilling and talking and stuff like that. And about half an hour before they came there was a drive-by shooting right up the road from them. Some guy got shot. And they come down there, blood on shoes and these kind of things, and they're talking, and you listen to these guys speak, and all they're speaking about is retaliation. These young fellas with their whole future ahead of them, they're not trying to see about how they can make sure they don't end up in that situation or how they can deliver the neighborhood from this kind of situations. What they're thinking about is retaliation. It's just violence and violence and violence. So I was trying to figure out what it is really causing these young men to think in that way. And you listen to the music that they play on their phones. You listen to the music that they listen to every single day. All it speaks about is guns and shoot and kill. So what else is going to be reciprocated? It's just that. So I realized that being one of the most powerful influences in the world today, music has to have some kind of contrary where we counteract that violence, where we give them something positive to listen to, something that could make them think, oh, but that's maybe not the best idea. So that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to use my little bit of talent and effort, and I'm going to try to create some music that could counteract that. No, share some positive light in this whole world of media darkness.
Yes, and you're such a radiant light, and you have such amazing voice.
Thank you.
I was listening to a lot of your music. You have a lot of music, and I've just been finding myself feeling all kind of emotions, happy emotions, feel good emotions. You have some relationship songs, and you're very versatile in cross genre and stuff like that. So I love that. Tell me what your musical mission is, if you have one, and what inspires your music.
Yes, I actually have a mission. My mission is to affect permanent positive change with my music and more. It doesn't have to be something huge. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. I just want at least one or two persons to wake up and say, hey, I feel better. I feel more motivated because I listen to this. I feel like I want to do something different in my life because I listen to this. I want to get away from violence and just because I listen to this, or because I observed Akeem and how he lives, not just with the music, but my lifestyle have to actually replicate it as well. So I try my very best. It's tough at the end of the day. Man is human, but we have to try. We have to get up and try every single day.
Yes, I love that. I felt myself feeling motivated, feeling like I was a winner, feeling all kind of things, listening to your music. Tell me about the True Story EP that you released, and the concept behind
True Story EP is something I'm very, very proud of. I produce 90% of the entire EP myself, and that was during COVID-19, the peak of COVID-19, when everybody was locked up in quarantine. Fortunately, I invested in my own studio, so I have my own studio equipment set up here, right here in my bedroom. So I have everything that I needed during the lockdown to get music done. I didn't need to have to worry about when I'm going to get to go in a studio or something again like that. So I used that time to learn as much as I could and put together the piece of skills that I've been picking up over the years and try to put together a project. And here it is, True Story EP. I dig deep. I put emotions in there. I spoke about love. I spoke about the system and how I think they're dealing with this whole COVID-19 thing. I spoke about all different kind of things. You know, I touched all different spots and just a cocktail of emotions that I was feeling here, locked up in my room, and just trying to create.
I love that. I love that you realized there was something going on. You realized that you still wanted to create through it, and you were able to, some people use it as productive, as time that
Well,
you could
I think
work on yourself.
I think in those times, like people who are gifted, and it's a gift. It's not a talent. It's not a something you have for yourself. It's a gift. When you are gifted the potential to create art or create anything, I think you have a responsibility to do it. And I think as artists, we need to be a little more conscious of what we're saying and what we're doing with our opportunity, with our gifts. It is not just for us to be around here glorifying ourselves and just entertaining. We have a mission, we have a purpose. We have to put some substance inside there for people. When the world is sad and broken, we have to be like those guys who are on Titanic sinking and they're still playing that violin till it's sunk. We have to be those kind of people. I think this is the responsibility we have as artists.
Yeah, wow. Yes, I do feel it. And sometimes I do feel like in the world we are on a Titanic sinking right now. The amount of things, like, it's for real,
I feel you.
I'm so happy to hear that you were able to take that time to push your dreams and your goals into fruition and manifest that EP for yourself. And
Well,
a lot of artists, I
tough.
found that they couldn't tour, touring stopped, and so they had to find a way. So congratulations for you that you found your way.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because the first couple of days it was frustrating. Just having everything. I love freedom. I love being outdoors. I love just randomly, hey, what am I doing today? Pick up, drive to the countryside, go by a waterfall, go hike in the mountains by myself. And I couldn't do none of those things. So it was frustrating. But I had to take the time and, figure out how to get it done. There's always a solution. Every single problem has a solution. We just need to calm ourselves, give ourselves the opportunity to harness our human faculties, and we can get it done.
Yes. Yes, I love that. Tell me about the song Higher Than the Moon. Like, I love the track. It just speaks to, like I said, your effortless way of going and creating music across genres, reggae, dancehall, Afro type beats, and just even alternative pop. You do that. Is this your ability? Is this a choice, a creative choice?
Well, I think it came from my influences being so broad. Like I grew up listening to Eminem, DMX. I was still listening to Celine Dion, still listening to Tony Braxton. I was still listening to Michael Jackson. I was still listening to some Lucky Dube, some Bob Marley. So it covers the spectrum. So I think the influences come from all different eras. One of my favorite bands is Crystal Fighters. Crystal Fighters is like this alternative rock kind of band. It's weird if you really sit and listen to the music I listen to because it goes all over the place. And I think that contributed to my efforts in music. And I believe, honestly, music right now is kind of genre-less. Everything just fused together. Everybody's creating and collaborating. So everything just sounds like one big burst of musical joy.
Yeah, I love what's happening with the fusion and the collaborations across genres. And everyone that tunes into the radio knows that, we play everything from ska, dub, Afro beats, roots and culture obviously is the main, but feel good music. Of course, the legendary Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and all the greats. And as well as new and upcoming artists that are spreading the scene, positive messages like yourself
Definitely.
are in our everyday 24/7 playlist 365. So yeah, I love what you do, and that's why we support your music.
Thank you
I
very
do want to play a little bit of the tracks. Like I can't play out all the tracks here on Instagram
much.
because
Okay.
that's the rules. But I do like to play a couple snippets just to get everyone, and kind of to feel a little bit, a little taste of what you are and who you are in your music and your style. But I do have a curated playlist that I will be playing following our reasoning. So it'll
Excellent.
be an hour-long back-to-back Akeem playlist
Wow.
that I have prepared for everybody after we do
Nice.
Reason. If you want to tune into the radio, yeah, I love so much of your music. It was so hard to narrow it down to an hour, um, but I was able to choose my favorites, and yeah, so everybody who's tuned in on the radio will be able to
That's
just keep it
good
flowing.
problems to have. When you can't pick which one, that's good problems to have.
Yeah, you have such a huge catalog to choose from of amazing tracks. But I do want to play a little snippet of Higher Than the Moon for everybody who's tuned in here and everyone who's tuned in on the radio. But yeah, it'll be about 30 seconds, everybody. Not too long. But if you want to hear the track out in full, then what you need to do is keep it locked here after the reasoning, all right?
In reality, it's just something that you're doing. Yeah, 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 yeah. How you mean? Everything does a queen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I have so many tracks back to back, it just fits.
How you mean? Everything deserves a queen.
Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. If you're here tuned in on Instagram, I see you guys.
There's a place that I've only heard about, a place that the eyes can't see. Some say this place is unimaginable, but to me it's vivid in my dreams. This place is not geographical, it's more like something from the heart you feel. This place could be anywhere, anytime, because this place is beside my queen. Oh, when I find your love, I hope that I'm enough. You are not place in your heart. No, I will not give up till I find your love.
I love the track. It makes me smile. It just makes me smile and feel good. Yeah, we're gonna talk a lot. We're gonna get more into different topics tonight. So I'm excited to talk about more of your tracks that make me get all feel the feels. Yeah, let me know on Twitter if you guys love that track as well. I don't forget about my Twitter people. Tell me about Enough Is Enough. It's a big track, big tune,
Yeah.
big message
Um,
in Enough Is Enough. What's the main message here for your listeners?
Politics in Grenada has been less than satisfactory for sure, in my opinion, here in Grenada. We recently had an election, and things seem to be changing a bit, but then again, you have to just always keep an eye on them, yeah. But previously, it's been horrible in my opinion. I think there's so much that can be done here in Grenada that's not being done, and it breaks my heart because we have intelligent leaders out there who can do it, who can make the changes on them, but all they seem to be doing is satisfying their own egos and not paying attention to the needs of the people. So for me, as a as a person that believes I need to speak up on behalf of people, it frustrates me. It frustrates me to see things going like this because Grenada is such a rich country in terms of its resources and its potential. So it blows my mind how we're still stuck in this state where people are still earning salaries at 600 EC a month and these kind of things, and they have children to send to schools and these kind of things like that. So I really hope things change because um, we started focusing on tourism so much, and then we put all our eggs in tourism basket, and then boom, COVID-19 happened. There's no tourism. So when that happens, no, what happens? What happens to the people? You know, we need to sometimes focus on the resources here and the people here, and then the people here would be empowered and then create something that tourists could come here and enjoy. So first, we need to focus on the people, and that song speaks of my dissatisfaction, and it was based on actually the theme of an African quote that says, the child who is not embraced by the village will burn it to the ground to feel its warmth. And it's pretty much what you see happen in the streets. In the last couple months before elections, we had so much robberies going on. Christmas time, robberies. Beautiful little green, and we don't have these kind of crimes in them, but you will see those things rising as long as the people are not being fed and satisfied.
Yes, yes. I mean, basic needs and, you know, for your community, and to see how much we've given as Caribbean people. And it's sad because people keep coming in and they're still taking, you know, it's happening in the Caribbean, and it's definitely happening in Africa. Yeah. So that's enough is enough. I agree. I agree 100%. I do want to play a little snippet of that track. It's a big tune. And then we will talk a little bit more about who you are. Oh, I gotta play it for you guys too, not just the radio. You know. Put up on the track.
The child is not embraced by the village. Will burn it down to the ground to feel its warmth. In this time, I see so much crimes in these eyes. This time, cause the rebel, please, this coming, this is getting so. Temperature rising, pressure building up. Bleeding empty, nothing in the cup. Because you know it now, please, discussing this is getting wrong. Bleeding empty, pressure building up. I'm buying it, we have to build it up. Tired of the schemes again, political regimes again. Put them there to leave again. Outwatching the people and consume by some illusions where you took them.
You guys have to hear the full track. This is part of the curated playlist that I will be playing following our reasoning tonight. I'm going to play back to back Akeem music for all of the radio listeners. So you guys got to keep it locked here to hear these tracks in full, a full mix of Akeem music. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, wherever you're listening from, Alexa, Google, Twitter, whether you're listening on TuneIn app or you're tuned in here on Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Thank you, Akeem. Tell me what you learned from 2022. What did 22 have to teach you personally?
2022 taught me that you cannot be too rigid with your dreams and your plans. Yeah? This whole COVID experience and a whole taught me that, because I had so much plans for so much things I was going to do musically with so many different people. And then COVID happened, and some of these people had to move away and things had to change. But that doesn't mean the mission have to stop. You need to learn to be flexible and how to, roll with the punches. When things shift a little left, you might have to shift a little right to suit, to get like a balance, and I think that was the biggest lesson for me for 2022.
I like that. Learn when you have to go with the motion or switch with the scenario, or be able to be versatile in the sense of maybe you thought you were going in one direction, but if life takes you in another direction, be able to sort it out.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like that advice. And I like that you shared that. I always like to know what people learn, and then I can learn from it as well. We learn from each other.
For sure.
Grateful Me No Ja. I love the music video. It's so beautiful. It makes me want to be in a hot destination because I'm here in Toronto, Canada. tell me about that track, the concept, production, and also the music video, how it came to be.
So this was one of a very fun and exciting project for me. I started with the music, and then I came up with the idea for the song, and I was like, wow, this is nice. But I didn't think I actually had the level of production skills. So I took it to one of my friends, Nick Lotto, amazing producer, Exit Days. He helped me with the drums, and he brought that track to life, man. He really brought that track to life with that drums. So he helped me with the drums on it, and then we put the track together, and it just seemed perfect to me, you know. Sometimes I believe as artists we always feel like, okay, there's something you could change here, something you could change here. I think that's one of the tracks that really I felt like, yeah, this is it. Like this is it right here. Nick and I listened to it, we tweaked some things, and we finally had a project that we really was in we could enjoy. And I wanted to create lyrics that just speaks about just my gratitude for life. You know, because I follow guidelines of Rastafari and philosophical teachings of many different people. I don't follow any one kind of religion or practice or any kind of thing. I believe each and every one of them have different things that they can teach us, because the fundamental principle for each and every one of them is love. It's just love. So
Yeah.
I'm just grateful for the things I've learned, and the changes I've made in my life because of the influences of the Most High. And I just wanted to let everybody know, and let everybody know that if you too put faith and trust in a higher being and a higher power, then we can be delivered from our heartaches, our troubles. Sometimes we think we know everything, but we really don't know. We really don't know, and information is there. So I had the opportunity to go sailing. I have a buddy who has a sailboat, and he's always been interested. Come, let's shoot a music video on the boat. Let's shoot a music video on the boat. So the song was ready, and I told him, bro, I want to shoot this music video on the boat. Then he tells me, okay, we're going to Carriacou, that's a little island of Grenada. We're going there for the regatta, and we're going to go sail for a whole 5 days. So I link my camera guy, and I say, bro, I need you for the whole 5 days. Come, let's go. We're going sailing. We took the boat, we went up, we raced through the regatta. It was an amazing experience. We shot the video. There was so many, and it wasn't scripted. It was nothing scripted. We were just walking around with the camera and just capturing the amazing vibes happening that weekend. Usually that's how I get my music videos done. I believe in capturing raw and authentic moments. You know, you meet somebody and they just in the mood for it, and they give you a real authentic energy. And when you give that on the camera, then people observing and watching the music video, they can actually feel that. So it's better when you keep it authentic like that. So we just walked around the entire island with the camera. We sailed around and we just took videos and put it together, and it was beautiful.
I love it. I love it. And like, I need to get to Grenada right now.
Hurry up and come on down. Hurry up and come on down. Yeah.
We're having a mild winter, believe it or not, but it's nothing like the weather in Grenada.
Well,
And that video
it's
speaks for
chilly for
itself.
us, you know? But you will enjoy it. Because chilly for us might be warm for you.
Yeah, that's so true. Tell me about the track, Herbs Must Be Burned. Do you have any practices or meditations, things you do to elevate your mind?
Well, my music speaks about it all. I have a song called Away, where I shot the music video up in the mountains. I actually just sometimes I just pick up all by myself and I go hiking. It might sound a little bit dangerous, but I don't think there's anything dangerous in Grenada. I think the most poisonous animal we have here is like a centipede. And that just, we don't have no venomous snakes or no lions or tigers and nothing like that. So we have the opportunity and the freedom to actually roam through the bushes and go camping and these kind of things. And these are things that I really do. It's nothing to say that it's any specific ritual or anything like that. It's just, I think the ritual in itself would be me exposing myself to nature.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. It doesn't matter if it's a beach or if it's just a random plot of bush by a tree, anywhere. It just, I think it frees you away from your phone, away from just all the noise and bustle and hustle. It really frees you, and it cleanses your soul. It makes you feel so much lighter.
Yeah. I love to get back to nature, forward to nature, because you can just put your feet in the sand or in the earth, or, and feel the energy and the frequency of
Yes.
everything around you. It can center you. I really, really
It is
love it.
quite very, very important that we put our feet on the ground every once in a while.
Mm.
Our human bodies, we think it's a pile of organs and yes and that kind of thing, but it's actually an electrical circuit. So in every electrical circuit, it has to be grounded. If it's not grounded, it's going to go haywire. It's not going to function as it's supposed to. So we need to always remember to ground ourselves. Put your feet on the ground. Allow the electrical pulses from the earth to flow through you and flow out, or take out all the negative energy. And these things are so necessary. And I really hope that we one day learn the importance of these things. Well, yes, Western medicine is doing some things, but there's the spiritual things that we need to also reconnect with and remember.
I love that. I am a nature person. I recently moved to the country
Yeah,
just to get closer to nature. I'm
nice.
gonna play the track "Grateful Minoja" for everybody. Just a little snippet here, and then if you want to hear the full track, you gotta keep it locked here on richreggaehub.com after our Instagram show. All right.
Think for the radiant Empress, Shana Makala.
Yeah.
Give thanks and praise to the Most High for guiding us. Good times and bad times. For me, grateful, saving no job. That's why you can't come closer. This was not a program, but now we're feeling new, man. Grateful, saving no job. Blessings that just keep flowing. When people bring me, I ignore them. Heart full of love, summer showing. Need a bother, listen when he then say, just not trod my path and leave them there. Granny always told me who the boy I feed himself. And if I even let my praise, still I feed himself. So I and I know worry when the people start talking. Cause them girls stepping out the boots of me and walking. Call me mega truck, call me transforming every day.
Big track. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yes. Thank you for joining me tonight. I have a few. Oh, this is the time when I ask the audience if you guys have any questions for Akeem. If you have any questions, if you're tuned in on Twitter asking questions, it's harder to focus on that. But if you join us on Instagram, I'm going to take a Q&A from the audience closer to the end of it,
Ask me
of
some
the
questions.
region
Come on,
tonight.
yo.
I'll pick a few questions. I like to pick at least one or two
Okay.
from our listeners, our viewers. All right.
Come on, audience. Bring the questions. Bring the questions. I'm making it difficult.
Difficult. All right, take it easy on him. All right, let's talk about destiny. I love talking about destiny. I asked a few of my past guests about it and what their thoughts are on destiny. Do you believe our destiny is planned already for us, or do you believe that we have some sort of power over what's to come?
This is something I've asked myself before, and my conclusion is if we really have our destinies planned out and plotted out, then why not just lie down in bed all day if there's nothing we can do about it? If there's really nothing we can do about it, what's the point of trying? So I don't agree. I think every step of the way and every moment we have an opportunity. I think right now as we're sitting here, our destiny is guided in one path. But if we make a choice right now, then it changes. And we make a choice when we get there, then it changes again. So every opportunity, every step of the way, we have an opportunity to change our destiny. Destiny is not something fixed that we cannot change. We can and we should.
So we have some sort of control over our destiny.
Definitely. I think we'd be doomed if we didn't.
Yeah, so the choices we make in life cause and effect as well, right?
Exactly.
Tell me about what comes first for you. Normally, is it the rhythm, the producer, do you create a rhythm or the lyrics, or can it go either way?
It can go either way, but most of the time I go with the music first.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay, okay. And once you hear the rhythm, then you're like, okay, this
You
you
hear the
spit
rhythm,
something.
it gives you it helps influence because to be honest, writing songs all the time, I think being an artist, I used to when I just started, I used to always wonder why it is these artists and them hiring songwriters? Why don't they just write the songs to themselves?
Mm,
But when you write like 40, 50 songs, you kind of run out of things to talk about. You want something to inspire like a bit. So if the music can inspire something, then it really helps you with the writing process.
mm. I love that. I love your creative process and learning about creative processes, especially when it comes to music production.
Thank you.
It's very interesting stuff. What are your dreams and visions for 2023? We're in a new year. You know, what do you want to, what's the biggest thing or goal you want to accomplish this year?
The biggest thing I want to accomplish right now is for this year. Oh, that's a tough one. There's two things that I really, really, really want to accomplish. I think they're both like on the same level, so I'm gonna say the two. I want to move into a cabin in the mountains.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And I want to bring my whole music studio up there with me. And the second thing is I want to play a lot more live music. A lot more live music. I want to sing for everybody. Everybody.
Yes, I love that. There's something about live reggae music, live music in general, that I love. You know, the energy from the audience, and I feel like you know it's a good way as an artist for you to be able to really connect
To be honest,
energetically.
I've been doing a lot of research over the years about how to market your music, trying to find all different techniques and loopholes and these kind of things. And I've come to the conclusion that you cannot beat old-fashioned interaction and pure energy. You
Yes.
connect with somebody directly in the audience right there. That's the best marketing you can ever do for your career.
Yeah. So true. That's why old school, you know, networking and stuff, face to face. I mean, we're in a digital world now, a digital world, digital girl. But at the end of the day, nothing beats that face to face interaction. And thank God, you know, we're able to somewhat be face to face here and you
Yeah.
can feel an energy from across the world, really. But when you're an artist and you're on stage and you have that, you know, connection with your tribe or your people, I'm sure it's the best feeling. So I want to see you on stage. I would love to be there. If I have to come to
Let's
Grenada,
write it in
wherever
history
you
right
are
now. Let's
going
write
to
it in
be,
history right now.
bless
It's gonna
up.
happen.
Yes, I would love that. Tell me about the track I Wanna Rock. It's such a good production. The feeling is a feel good song. Tell me how that came to be.
Thank you. Um, I Wanna Rock. Well, it pretty much speaks for itself. It speaks about me being trapped in quarantine, not being able to perform on a stage show, not being able to sing, to dance, to mingle with friends and people. It was a really frustrating time. So I just put it all on the track. I just let everybody know exactly how I feel, and I think everybody could have related at that time. So I was just like, do you remember those days when we could really just go outside and enjoy ourselves? Yeah.
Music, feel good music is your thing. And that's why I love. I'm gonna the music playlist that I've chosen. I've chosen all the feel good music, the ones that want make people want to dance, make people want to rock, and definitely music as well for the ladies. You know, I was like, I love this song. I had to some songs I played over and over and over again, um, because I just had them on repeat. So yeah, everybody's in for a treat, definitely. Tell me about freedom. I want to talk a little bit about freedom. We touched a little bit on it on the intro, I guess you could say, a little while ago. But it's freedom of choice, freedom of mobility, freedom of our bodily autonomy. Like, do you feel all these things are important to us? And do you feel like we've lost those freedoms now? Or do you think we hold any power still as a people for our freedoms and our rights?
Well, I think as long as nobody has us in shackles and chains and beating us, we still have our freedom.
Mm,
but I think it's being challenged a lot. I think everybody has become consumed with observing. You know, we're in the digital world right now. Every day you scroll, you can see somebody's life right in front of you as you scroll, right? Unfolding. So I think everybody just get caught up in observing other people's life and not paying attention to their own. Everybody just so consumed with what other people doing with themselves and what is making them happy and trying to make that into something about themselves. Like if I see you doing something and you happy about it, why on earth is that my concern? All I'm concerned is that you happy. You know what you're doing to become happy. That's on you. You know we come from a spiritual people, I believe, all different types of religions, all these kind of things. But each of them tell us not to judge. So how come we become so judgmental? You know, I think freedom should still be maintained and something that is of utmost priority to me. Um, Not just freedom to be wherever, but freedom to do, freedom to believe, freedom to create. You know, I want to feel like I could create a song and cuss about it if I feel like if that's the emotion it invoked, and nobody go judge me and say, "Oh, Akeem, stop doing positive music now." No, if I cuss about it, it's because I want you to know how I feel. You know, express that exaggeration. So it's the same way when somebody does something that we think is bad. It's all in context, you know, and I think we need to stop being so judgmental and understand that people are going through things and just trying to figure out this life. Nobody, absolutely nobody on this planet has the blueprint for life. We're all just trying to figure it out.
Yes.
Give people a chance, guide along the way as much as we could, give advice, but it's not our position to dictate.
Yes. I love that. I love that. Freedom at sometimes, it's like you feel you have it and then you feel you don't. But it is something so important that I do feel is going to become even more important moving into the 2023 and beyond for everyone as a human,
Definitely,
race.
definitely. Well, being in Grenada, freedom has never really been challenged for us. But you look on the news and you see all these things going on. There's so much going on in the Congo right now. All these
Yes.
um, Roe versus Wade and all these madness is going on in the world right now. There's still wars in 2023.
Exactly.
Intelligence and all this information, we're still fighting wars and murdering each other. You know, there's so much things that need to change, and I hope that it does. I hope that it does, because I don't want to see a day where freedom is challenged again. We've been through slavery. I think we should learn enough from that and see that that is not an option.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for your opinion on that. Um, I do want to play some more music, but I will tell you guys again, there's going to be a full Akeem playlist following this show here tonight. Well, this interview tonight, there will be a full curated playlist just by myself that I curated for the listeners. Do we have any questions?
Come on, bring the questions. Bring the questions,
I
y'all.
see a question here, so I'll get to this question first. Akeem, do you think the word love is overused? Because humanity's actions doesn't seem to reflect such.
Ah, well, that I don't know. That is if we choose to define love. You know, I think what I've learned is that everybody loves differently, and you can't hold somebody responsible because of how they love. Sometimes that's just how they've been taught to love. So it might look different from your love, but that doesn't make it any less of love. You know, so I think we just have to be a little lenient with people. And sometimes you actually have to teach somebody how to love you. Yo, the world is lacking a lot in the emotional aspect, you know. We're kind of emotionally crippled right now, most people, because we don't spend time to really dig deep in this thing and really learn how to control and navigate our emotions. So we're just going haywire everywhere, all over the place. Any little thing we get triggered by it, and these things like that is gonna make love look very different and be experienced as something very different. So I think it's not overused. I think we just need to define our love and demand it. Accept nothing less.
Yes. I love that. Thank you for the question, Steve. I appreciate the questions from everybody. Let's talk about, well, we'll get back to love in a second, but let's talk about collaborations. You have a song with Mr. Vegas, you have another song with Ken, and there's a beautiful singer you have a few songs with. I forget her name now, but I must have the track somewhere here. But who else would you love to collaborate with coming up in the future? Any artists or producers that you want to work with?
Right now, I definitely would love to collaborate with Black Hero. Black Hero, I think his energy just reflects mine as far as I see. I feel like it's like a kindred spirit kind of vibes. So I definitely love to collaborate with him. I think not just collaborate. I want to just hang out with Black Hero. Honestly, smoke a joint with him and chill out. I just like his vibe. You know, it's a positive youth, and I think we come from very similar backgrounds. He spoke once in an interview where he talked about his family not being so interested in the music because they wanted him to go and do neuro. He wanted him to become a neurosurgeon, you know. So when he shifted from that to music, no, I understand the challenge. I feel it like for myself, you know. Parents always want people to do the whole structured thing.
Yes.
Creative, you get a hard time. So yeah, I definitely would love to collaborate with him. Proto J, Lila IK. There's a couple powerful artists right now who I think use their efforts not for entertainment but for a purpose of influencing people in a positive way, and definitely these artists I definitely want to collaborate with.
Yes, I love Protege, of course, and all of Indignation, yeah, Indignation, and John Nine, of course.
John Nine, amazing artist.
Yes, yes. I have some announcements with John Nine coming up as well.
Nice.
I'll be talking to the Empress soon. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for that because she's all the way in Tanzania. So there's a major time
she moved to Tanzania and she's a holistic healer.
Yeah.
Not just the music. She's amazing.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the discussion. So big artists. Yes, I would love to see those collaborations.
Yeah, man.
Tell me about the track, Mr. Officer. I like the track. I love the track. I found myself listening to it a lot. The concept production for that song.
That song came about. I got the rhythm from Gumsino Musica. Thank you, God, for the internet that has allowed me to collaborate with producers from Spain,
yes,
from France, and all these. I use Instagram. I really do use Instagram. If I see a producer and I'm very interested in working with you, I'm going to message you and say, bro, what's going on? Let's do something.
yes.
So I met these guys and he sent me the rhythm and I liked it. And around the same time, there was a situation where a police officer molested a young girl in Grenada. And it just kind of flicked the switch in my head, you know. So I put that emotion into the track, and that's what it came about. I spoke about how he used to be a straight shooter and then he started to miss because he just approaching a 14-year-old for a kiss and these things like that, you know. The lyrics speak for itself, but it's a very emotional song for me in a more darker side. So when I get angry, yeah, it's frustrating. You know, you elect certain people to protect and guide, and then they advantage their positions and things like that. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Wow, to hear the backstory is, you know, it's disgusting to say the least.
Yeah.
That people take their, you know, authority and abuse their authority, especially with a young anyone, but especially with our youth. Yes, I see the song even more differently now, hearing the full backstory for the track. Everybody, you're going to hear Mr. Officer. It's one of the tracks that I've curated on this playlist. You're going to hear Herbs Must Be Burned. You're going to hear Enough is Enough in full. You're going to hear all of the tracks, including one of my favorite tracks. Like I said, you have so many different flawless genres, cross genres that you sing. I love Pray and Pray as well. That's a big track that I
Thank you.
love. And Keep You Safe. Keep You Safe is so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like,
I
oh
I really
man.
I really I really went into myself. I wanted to be very poetic with that one. I like take my time and I really tried. I really tried. Thank you.
Uh, I was like, oh my God. I listened to it over and over and over again. Maybe I'll play a little snippet for you guys now. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll play a little snippet for you guys of Keep You Safe. I love the track.
I think Keep You Safe will make a beautiful first dance wedding song.
Oh, it's so nice. I'm going to play a little snippet for everybody here listening on the radio and here on Instagram. If you guys can hear it. Oh my God, working.
Baby, don't worry, like a rose in open water, all alone 'cause time has changed. The love you knew is now forgotten, trapped in this superficial space. I see your heart, I know it's broken. You had a lifetime filled with pain. Standing with my arms wide open, yeah. Darling, I will keep you safe. Darling, I will keep you safe. Yeah. Darling, I
That's
will
just
keep
beautiful. Keep you
It's
safe.
beautiful, Akeem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like I said, you're such an amazing voice. Such a soothing voice, a comforting voice. You are a light that shines.
Um,
Truly, truly, truly. How other tracks like Thinking About You, When I'm With You, all, talking about love and relationships. Do you believe that true love still exists in modern day relationships? What are some of the specific things that or attributes that you look for from a woman that you're intimate with?
um, in this day and age, I think everybody has so many different characteristics, and I think we're all just trying to figure out life. So I think to actually look for specific traits about somebody might be to your disadvantage because everybody's going to always evolve. Today, you might see some trait that they have and you're going to fall in love with that. But what happens when that person evolves and they no longer carry those traits? Do
Mm-hmm.
you just fall out of love with a person? For me, the most important thing I look for in a partner is reasoning. I want to see how you think. I want to see how you deal with things when shit gets tough. When I make you upset, I want to see how you deal with things. That's when our true character comes out. I want to know if a hurricane comes right now and destroy the whole place, we gonna tough it out like soldiers. When shit hit the fans, you need somebody who's gonna stand by your side, not just somebody that makes you comfortable or gives you momentary pleasure, these kind of things like that. You need somebody that you could build and navigate life with. A captain, a first mate to your ship. You need somebody who could reason on them kind of thing on the level that you reason on. They don't necessarily have to believe in everything that you believe in, but you have to have a certain level of open-mindedness to navigate any relationship. Because what happens when your partner decides they want to do something different, or they want to believe in something different, or try something different? You can't just shut them out just because, you know? So I think that's what it is for me.
I love that answer because we all evolve. We all, change, and maybe one day you're going along with the flow, and then the next day you become a revolutionist.
Exactly.
Your partner's gonna be like, "What? You're normal," and
Exactly. Exactly. I myself has made complete U-turns with my transformation of my life. So I understand that people can change definitely. So I hope that I would meet somebody that would accept me as I was before, accept me as I am now, and who I'm gonna be in the future.
Oh, that's so nice. I love that. I love that. I want to talk a little bit about the island life. I'm coming to a few islands, Caribbean islands, very soon. I'll be traveling. I won't say where.
We,
I'll
you are
probably
always welcome to Grenada.
tell me about Caribbean life for you. You have your tracks in my city, Island Perspective. Why do you think so many people want to leave and come to foreign? Like, I want to go there. Like, I want to leave foreign and for Canada and come there. Why do so many people want to go somewhere else?
Honestly, I actually believe a lot of people have no idea what they want.
Mm.
Most people don't get to spend enough time by themselves away from the distractions to figure out who they are and what they want. So everything that they gravitate to is something that is fed to them through the media or some external influence. And the media sells us, in the Caribbean especially, the American dream. That you can go out there and it's all going to be magical, and because this place is just a land of opportunities and these kind of things like that. So I think that is what it is that encourages people to move over to the bigger countries, because yes, there is more opportunities, but if you it's all based on your perspective that you're going to think there's more opportunities. Because think about it. In America, if I want to become an artist, I have to compete with a million other Americans who want to become an artist. However, if I'm in Grenada, I only have to compete with 100,000. So then you still have an opportunity to get yourself heard in this small pond and trying to go and get yourself heard in this big pond. So I think every single area you have opportunities where you can work at your advantage or your disadvantage. You just have to figure it out and learn it, and not just get caught up in what people tell you. See it, experience it for yourself, and understand. Before people pick up and leave and go to America and live, or to any other foreign country and live, take a small trip. Spend a month. See what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Realize you have to drive 1 hour to get bread in a Walmart. It's crazy. Right here, I can just go down the shop right by the gas station, like 2 minutes. I can walk to the gas station to get bread. Simple things like that, the luxuries. I think those things outweigh the opportunity to make $1 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I rather have $100 in Grenada than have $1 million in some big hustle and bustle country.
And people have to think about what is true wealth. Is true wealth.
Everybody just have to define what is wealth to them. For me, I want to live in the mountains, and it boils back down to the same thing I say that I look for in a partner. I want somebody who's going to see value as I see value,
Mm. Yes, I'm definitely thinking about relocating. I don't want to say anything bad about Canada, but things are definitely a little bit different. We've seen that over the last 2 years. Things are different, and I want to explore the world and see what life has to offer elsewhere.
I think everybody should. It gives you a broader perspective on things, because me spending some time in the U.S. It changed my mind about a lot of things, even about a lot of things here in Grenada. I've become more appreciative of things here in Grenada. So a little perspective is very necessary to change it every once in a while. A change of scenery. It opens the mind. It broadens the mind. It's like reading a new book.
Yes. We have another question. I'll take one more question from the viewers here, the family, the Roots Reggae fam. It's from Lady Sharon. How many instruments do you play? What was your first instrument?
Tricky question. Right there behind me, I have keys, I have guitar, I have bass, I have everything here. But I cannot say that I play any. I'm still learning. I'm still learning, but I've learned enough so I could produce music. Producing music don't have to be. It's not like back in the days where you have to do it on a tape, so you must get it right to lay it down. No, you can actually take it and chop it up in segments and doctor it to make it work. So I've learned just enough to be able to play and navigate. If I pop up somewhere on a jam session, I could be able to pick up a keys and maybe play some or pick up a guitar and strum something and things like that. But I wouldn't call myself a musician as yet. I think when you think of musicians, oh my gosh, there's some amazing musicians like my guitarist Ken Corso, amazing guitar. When I see this guy play, I can't call myself a guitarist. Come on, you have to give this
You're so
credit.
humble. All right, so you're still learning, but you're definitely playing.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, I love that. Tell me something people don't know about you or would never in a million years guess.
I used to be very shy. I was very timid. Like, I was a guy, if you talk to me, I'll just bend my head down and blush. Really quiet. I think it's very strange how I analyze myself sometimes and I realize, like, wow, look at you, how far you come. Confident, being able to speak in front of crowds, perform on stages and things like that. Something I never thought I probably would have been able to do.
I like that. I like that. You don't come across shy at all. You're very fluent in your music. It comes across very effortless.
I saw my shyness as a disadvantage. So it's something I worked on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I love that. Thank you for being so vulnerable and open with us tonight, letting us know who you are as a man, as a king, as an artist, and giving so much of yourself through your music. And I really feel, your passion and your desire to share your light with the world is amazing. Is there anything else you want us to look out for? Any events or new music coming out that you might want to let us know about?
I just want to encourage everybody to join with me. And even if you're not an artist, even if you're not a singer, musician, or anything like that, but join with me in the mission to counteract all the negativity that we see out there on the media. Even if it's just a photo of a flower, take a photo of a beautiful flower and post it on your timeline. Let us start to scroll through timelines and just see beautiful and positive things. Share your favorite songs. The song that you wake up and listen to in the morning, share that with people. Just message a random person and say, hey, I hope you have a great day today. Let's just try to fill the world with just positivity and light as much as we could.
I love that. I love that. The more unity and community and love and all that good stuff that we share with each other, I think it raises, the collective consciousness. It raises the frequency, our vibrations, and especially the vibration of love. Give it as much as you can to your neighbors, and of course I give it all to you, Roots Reggae Hub family from around the world. Thank you, Hakeem, for joining me tonight. And thank you for sending me your music, and I'll be playing it a lot here at home by myself and as well as on the radio. 228 countries around the world are tuning in. Thank you to the Roots Reggae Hub Reggae family for supporting me, your DMs, your messages, supporting Hakeem. Follow him on socials. Where can they find you? Spell it out.
You can find me on all digital media platforms, or you can just check out my website, www.akimmusic.net.
Yes. All right, Hakeem, thank you so much, and I will be in touch. We'll keep the communication going, and send me everything.
Definitely. Let's keep this going. I mean.
All right, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Remember, there's a curated playlist coming up. The reasoning is ending, but the music is beginning right here on rootsreggaehub.com. I have a full Hakeem playlist for all of y'all, my reggae family worldwide. One love, Irie. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you, Hakeem. Have a great night.
Blessed love. Amen.